All right, she's recording.
Okay, so 20 minutes on here. Let me get my...
I'll wait.
Ass. I definitely have body dysmorphia, dude. Let's talk about that on the show.
Yeah, perfect. Welcome back
Ladies
to We
and
Got
gentlemen.
Dysmorphia.
How are you doing today?
I'm
Happy
good.
Special Saturday
Yes.
lunch episode, but
That means it's okay to
lunchtime
drink
because
beers.
I don't have any... Well, as the great Jimmy Buffett once said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes, and also I like mine with lettuce and tomato, which I do. What do you like on a burger, John?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I had one last night. I can walk you through that.
Sorry to be an asshole, guys. Sunny side up egg.
Ooh, fancy boy.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, over easy egg," but it's like, no, it's the visual.
I agree.
Of having the yolk
And
on
also-
top.
Also, I started just eating sunny side up because it's the same thing as over easy, but you don't flip it.
Yeah.
It's the same. It tastes the same.
Yeah.
You're getting the same yolk. I don't know.
But I'll say this: if you're gonna have the runny yolk, you can't have any sort of beer cheese or runny cheese because that's gonna be too much of a mess.
I agree. You got to limit the condiments.
You're a freak at that point.
Yeah.
I have a philosophy that this sound kind of weird, but you kind of want a wet sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Juicy.
Yeah, you don't want you don't want to get to the bread and have the bread all fucking like
especially
hard to chew.
You know when the bun is really good, what's gonna happen is you're gonna finish the burger before you finish the bun, and you want some slop to dip it in. You know,
you need some components at the end.
I agree.
Because
a lot of people are going to disagree with that.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I made a mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup sandwich because I didn't have anything.
It?
Yeah,
I've been there.
It was right before drinking. I was like, I have to put something in my stomach before I start.
Yeah,
and then I felt terrible for the last 2 days.
Yeah. That'll fuck with your circadian rhythm.
Yeah,
It'll get you all off.
It's a whole lot of bad.
Yeah. No, last night I had a burger, and dude, my number one. I made my.
You
girlfriend,
made it yourself?
I
Nice,
did.
dude.
I made my girlfriend a burger recently.
On a cast iron or
just we have like a for my birthday. My girlfriend bought me like a knockoff Hexclad.
Okay,
so it's like
nice.
you know that it's got like that.
yeah, the frying pan kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's got like
with the DMT kind of
rectangles.
designs
Yes,
on it.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
The kaleidoscope.
Exactly.
We should do mushrooms at Todd's house and just put the frying pan in front of the
That'd be sick.
Which shout out Todd, we love you.
Yeah, hey Todd,
We want you on the podcast.
Speaking of hate this podcast, nobody hates this podcast more than Todd.
You can't do no. He's actually. I feel like he's been a lot cooler about it.
No, yeah, I'm busting balls. Oh, shit, I forgot to start the goddamn.
It's okay
Right.
because we got this.
Oh yeah.
At least for the first one, it'll work.
Okay, so 3 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
But my number one thing to put on a burger, and I actually didn't really like burgers when I was a kid, which is so strange to think about.
Well, you're more of a tendies.
I don't even know
More
what
of a sketty.
Yeah, I was more of a genuinely more of a sketty guy. I like more than 3 sketties for sure. But my friend cooked me a burger in high school with Cajun seasoning on it, and I haven't stopped.
Oh, really?
So that's like the only seasoning I put on burgers.
So that was the Shonday coming out of you.
Yeah.
That's a callback to one of his first year of stand-up.
Yeah, literally my first joke.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have some qualities about me that are Southern. I would say, but not the Southern of my complexion.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I don't know how fat slobs can survive in Texas. Because when I went to Austin, I was like, I can't believe it's so humid. I was like, I got to go back to the drawing board because
I think that's a good point because they're all like workhorses too. They're all like out in the field, I'm
talking about the sloppy open micers.
Okay. Well, they just sit inside and play video games.
That's right.
Yeah, and you just eat barbecue delivered.
And I'm sure by the time open mics happen, it's cooled down enough.
Yeah. Although, dude, when it's humid, even when I lived in Phoenix, I remember people being like, it's a dry, as soon as the sun goes down, it's cold. Brother, it was 108 degrees 10 minutes ago. It's hot as fuck. It's still so hot. I never... Yeah, that's.
I could see 70 degrees being like.
Yeah,
but yeah, no.
And I get what they're saying. Like you can you can, like, I went for a hike once and it was like 110 degrees, and it wasn't as bad as like 80 degrees here. But if you're outside at night, it's still fucking hot out. Like, it's not, I don't know how science works, but
Oh shit. I did smoke a little before everyone.
You did?
I apologize. Yeah, well,
that's all right. I couldn't tell. Usually I can tell. Usually I come in and I go, oh, John's gonna drift off mid conversation.
Yeah, well,
that's not a bad thing.
So in my defense, on recording days, I have a high intensity 2-hour MMA workout. And then I definitely
need CBD for your muscles.
Yeah. And then I then cook myself an enormous, those chicken Alfredo dinners.
Oh, in the bag?
In the bag, yeah.
Dude.
So smash one of those.
Oh, I got to get back to those.
And then, when he texts me I'm coming, that's when I proceed to smoke like, that's when I smoke so much.
Smoke after dinner.
Yeah.
I feel like I would.
It helps settle my stomach.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I've smoked weed a lot. I hate to admit, but I still am like a fucking high school. Every time I'm like,
no, because that's
your Jolly Ranchers around, man. I gotta go to bed.
It was all about the different strains, dude. It was like Pokemon cards. Like, you got the Blue Dream, you got the Sour Diesel, bro.
Yeah. I'm
an
indica man myself. If I take sativa, I told you this once, and I've told people this before, and they're like terrified on your behalf. Yeah. But one time, in my defense, this was during COVID. We all had schizophrenic breakdown. We smoked an indica or a sativa together, and I had this thought that like you were gonna hurt me, and I was like, you gotta kill this guy. And I remember we were in mid conversation. I go, John, I gotta go to bed, man. And I just left.
Oh, dude.
And I told you about it maybe like a year later when we were drunk.
That's hilarious. Everyone, dude.
I knew it was wrong. Like, I knew it wasn't correct.
People have these thoughts. People call me a serial killer all the time.
No. It wasn't your fault at all. It was me just being like,
you're like, no. You kill chicks. No. That's for sure.
No, it was literally just like. Yeah. I thought you were perceiving me the wrong way because I was in my head, and then my brain was like, get ahead of it, dude.
Yeah, just go to your room.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right, these are wrong thoughts. I'm going to bed.
Oh, dude, that's weed brain, right? Weed brain is always like, just go to your room.
Yeah, which is crazy because I always hear like there's no, like, everyone's like, weeds never kill that. I'm like, yeah, but have you ever looked into like, maybe some people get high and are like, I gotta, like that. Like, I became schizophrenic for like a half hour. But if I smoke indica, I just chill and go to bed, which is the ideal for me.
Yeah.
I also was in like a fucked up headspace in general at that time.
No. Yeah, it's funny. I've definitely been there before with crazy thoughts. But I'm telling you, that's the only time weed is fun.
Yeah, true.
Because eventually you smoke for long enough where you're like, all right.
Yeah. The thing that drives me nuts about weed, though, is that it's like the best way that I have like funny thoughts. Because if I lay down after smoking and it's just like a dark room, I'll have all these thoughts. And then I have to be I don't want to like, I don't want my girlfriend to think I'm rolling over and texting people all the time. And so I just repeat the joke that I thought of in my head like 10 times. I'm like, you're gonna remember it. And I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I can't remember. So I would probably have a Netflix.
Imagine
special.
sleeping soundly and the person next to you is just furious.
Oh, dude, I also hit my girlfriend in my sleep the other night. In my dream, there's like this glass bowl rolling down this thing, and it was about to hit her in the face. And in the dream, I went like this. But I did it in real life, and I smacked her in the chest, and she woke up like,
oh, Jesus.
I know, I was like, oh my God. And then I immediately was like, I thought I was saving you. She's like, what are you talking about?
Yo.
It's crazy. Yeah, I got my sleep schedule's
fucked.
That's
hilarious, yeah. Yeah, well, I've been forcing myself to go to bed, like, instead of, like, staying up and, like, drinking and shit, I'll just be like...
That's good.
I'll just be like, don't waste it. Just make yourself go to sleep.
I have a rule now. I don't drink after 8:30. Except if I leave the house. It's impossible to abide by, but...
Yeah.
It's helps.
That's pretty good. But then my problem is like I'm just laying there like sobering up, and it's like, oh,
that does suck.
Shit.
It does suck. I did that. It just makes me go to bed at 9:30.
Yeah, but then I think about how much money I waste at the fucking bar. And it's like, oh, I'm paying like $40 just to like go to sleep and wake up at 6 a.m. and feel terrible.
I know. Yeah, you're literally wasting money to feel bad.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you something.
We should probably stop drinking.
Yeah.
As we're talking about this, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, dude, doing a podcast in the attic. It's fucking
beers in front of.
We have to have a conversation if we're at episode 100 and there's still only 10 subscribers.
Yeah, we will. No, at 100, we'll start promoting it.
Yeah.
Because right now it is a secret podcast.
Yeah.
It is a literal. This is the Anne Frank podcast.
We're bankrolling content that
we should have named it the Anne Frank podcast.
Oh my
just
God.
a secret nobody knows about in an attic. We're talking. This is our diary. This is our attic diary.
We do kind of have Anne Frank vibes.
Nobody's after us, though. That's the problem.
We should get a German Shepherd.
We should.
On the as our mascot.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Toss that guy in there.
Imagine, that's so funny, being such a furry, cute. I think German Shepherds are like cute dogs.
Have you ever seen a German Shepherd puppy?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, but I had a
and then just being trained to be like
a murderer.
Yeah.
They do it, not me.
It's all right. We do a clean scrub through that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
No, that wasn't bad to say, right? They're cop dogs was the joke.
Yeah. Well, you don't ever watch the show. I don't either, but I edit it, so I actually am the biggest fan.
Okay, good.
I've listened to all our bits over and over, but
it's not that I don't want to. I need to listen to it because I feel like in my head I'm always like, this will be a good way to come up with joke. Like if we say something funny, I'll like write it, and then I can't listen to myself speak. It's so hard. As soon as I hear, oh, we got fit. I'm back. We're back. I'm like, oh, you bitch, dude. I hate my voice. But. I was gonna say, when you think of a German Shepherd dog, what name? Because I had a babysitter that had one that was kind of like a mean dog, but like, just like he was scary, but he didn't bite or anything, but he was scary, and the name matches so perfectly. I don't want to see if it hits you. It's like a human name for a German Shepherd. What would you?
Dallas.
That's not. I actually don't think that's far off. Oh, Max.
Okay.
Doesn't that just sound like a mean dog? Max. Yeah. They'd be like, Max, get over here. And you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Snarling at us. He's dead now, I'm sure. But
yeah, we had a black lab that we had to keep in the basement because it would like lose its mind at like guests or whatever.
I had a black lab as a kid too, and we had to give it back. Dude, it was the saddest. I was like 10 years old. Oh, dude, I got to tell you the story because it's crazy. Well, it's such a bad parenting move. We were like begging for a dog, and I was like between 8 and 10 years old. After church one night, my dad he passes our house, and we keep driving. We're like, what are we doing? He's like, we're going to pick up our dog. We picked up, and we were like, oh my God. We pick up a dog it was a dog that was training to be like some sort of working dog, like I think like a cop dog or maybe
like scanning QR codes at the movie theater.
Yeah, something like that.
Walmart reader.
Yeah, like a minimum wage dog worker. Yeah. But they were it was seeing eye dog. Yeah. That's what it was. It was a seeing eye dog. But so
it sounds like you're picking up a pretty good dog.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be a dog that made it to the final round, but didn't pass like the event. Because my parents were like, we don't want to train a dog. So we get this black lab named Gabby, and the dog would pee every time anybody entered the house. Like it would just piss all over the floor. So it's like, what kind of training? You got a blind guy and you're just peeing all over the place. But I was so young, I was the only one that
you started peeing on the floor too.
No, I didn't have any responsibility, so I didn't give a shit. I was like, mom and dad clean up the piss. I play with the dog. Me and the dog were best friends, dude. Best friends.
Wait, how many days?
I would say it probably lasted. I'd have to ask my parents. Probably a couple months. But then, so me and the dog became so close, like best.
Yeah.
I was the youngest. I always wanted a younger brother. Like this was my young buddy.
Yeah.
And the dog made its own doggy door out. We had a screen like to the porch. The screen. It was a she actually. She ripped through it and made like a perfect square, and she would just go out the screen door.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my parents were like, fuck this dog. This dog's real. And I was having the best time, dude. I was playing firefighter. I had I used to have a firefighter helmet and a hose, and I'd bring the dog with me and I'd pretend I was putting out fires.
And just jump around.
Yeah, I was having a blast. I was like, oh, we're best buddies.
Yeah.
So then we go on vacation to Myrtle Beach. We all pack into a car. Murder Beach, yes. It might as well be. I almost said something.
Euthanasia.
But we go to Myrtle Beach, and my parents are like, oh, we dropped the dog off at like a doggy daycare, and we come back, and I remember running up the steps to our house to be like, Gabby, and I was like, where's Gabby? And they're like, oh, she's not coming back. And I cried for days straight. They told us she was at a daycare, and then we just went on vacation, came back, and didn't have a dog, dude. Devastated. I still think about it.
Like, all right, let's try to kill two birds with one stone here. Family vacation, and we ditched this fucking asshole dog.
They probably strangled him. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Shout out Gabby if you're out there. I still think about it.
When your dad's on his deathbed, he's going to be like, Sean, open my desk drawer. And he has a 6-shooter pistol. How many bullets are in the chamber? There's only 5, Dad. I shot the family dog. What?
Honestly, that would be the closure I needed. I'd be like, well, at least I know, like, because my whole life I've been like, where is she? You know, she's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I'm posting on Craigslist. Have you seen this dog?
Seems like it's a pretty solid dog, so it's kind of like a situation where like it was like overqualified to be at your house.
Yeah, so no, my parents hate animals. Like dude, I had a cat in college, and I brought the cat home.
Here, let me
Take 2.
We got fat.
So wait, let me just quickly finish this. So I got a cat in college, and then I moved back home after college, and my parents were like, "You're not bringing that." Like they hate. And then
you violated.
Yeah, and then my cat would like snuggle on my mom every day, and she loved the cat, and then my cat just died.
Oh,
just died. And now I'm looking back, I'm like, did they poison that little fucker? Like, because they were acting cool with him, but I'm like, you got rid of my first animal. I bring home another one. He was 4, and I woke up one day and he was just dead.
Oh, dude,
Isn't that crazy?
I thought I killed my cat for the longest time because I would smoke weed in my basement, and I would spray a bunch of like
Lysol.
whatever aerosol cans.
Yeah.
I was
spray paint.
I was such a little crackhead when I was. Well,
everyone. I did the same shit. Yeah, I was just like, I was literally like probably eating dryer sheets while smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting it against my mouth like bubblegum.
Your mom come downstairs, you're just like this.
I had like an N95 with dryer sheets in it.
I'm just trying to be cool. Fuck off.
Yeah, I want to have fun.
But motherfucking. So, I'm wasting the clip. What were you gonna say?
Don't think about that.
I thought I killed my cat because I was spraying all this shit, and then like I was at my friend's house or whatever, and my mom texted me and told me that the cat died or whatever. Dude. But it was also like 12 years old. It was also an incredibly old cat.
Yeah, and it's like cats. That's the thing about cats. I feel like everyone just assumes they're gonna live till 18. Yeah, but it's like they're still like they're doing dumbass shit constantly.
There's an iPhone with pictures. There's multiple stuff because I grew up with that cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the pictures that I have of it, it's all gone in the wind.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I have.
There's just iPhones with God knows what kind of pictures are on them, just out in the world. But I'm sure they're old enough where you can't even turn them on anymore.
Yeah, I have some iPhones. Like I found iPhones.
I found an iPhone with an old Tinder account on it, and I tried to use it.
You're like still you're messaging like
Tinder phone.
You're messaging as if they also just found their. You're like, hey. Yeah. Let's get back to it.
That's just out there. That's crazy.
That sucks. Yeah, I found old iPhones like probably 5-6 years ago and turned them on and just like went through the camera reel. I'm like, I think some of this I can get arrested for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just my naked body. I'm like, I'm a child.
Oh, yeah, my Snapchat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, bad news. You can't.
Well, I'll never use Snapchat again just because I'm too old.
I know. I still like, there's certain instances where, like, I know, like, 3 friends that have it, and I'll want to show them something. I'm like, oh, they have Snapchat, and I'll use it for that.
Yeah. But like, this one, my chef, she wanted to Snapchat me, and she's, like, married, and, like, with a kid and shit, and she was like Snapchatting me, and I was like, don't Snapchat. I've only used Snapchat for drugs and perversion. It's like a bad
drugs. It's your drug dealer doing the drugs. Like, looks good, right? You go, before I buy, can I see how well it works?
Snowflake emojis. Yeah.
It's just them going before, after, their eyes are all fucked up. See, dude, I told you it's good shit. That's hilarious. Using Snapchat for drugs is so funny. It's like the most traceable, too. It's like,
it is like right into like your file.
Yeah.
Everything goes right in your file.
Yeah, some fucking tech weirdo in San Francisco just has your whole drug history. That shit's scary. Dude, did you see that Bill Burr posted a thing talking about this? But there's like an AI company in San Francisco putting up billboards that's like, quit hiring humans. Like, AI is the future, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, and one of them was like, AI will never show up late to work because they had a big night out and shit like that. You're like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, but also, like, I don't know. I don't mean to get into it too much, but there's just some things that AI probably couldn't do.
Couldn't jack you off. Tell you that.
I'd be terrified.
Yeah. Actually, there is like those auto blow things.
Yeah.
Also,
or if you like, what if my dick was so small, I'd be like, please insert penis to hand. It's like, I am not detecting any human material.
No penis detected.
No penis detected.
This is not for clitoris. This is for males
only.
This
is not a clitoral model. Where is
dude? When AI starts getting on the level of like female human humiliation, like where they know how to humiliate us just like women do.
Speaking of weed, my tradition, it's my routine is to smoke in the morning and just sit on the couch and just think about all the cringy, embarrassing shit that I did in my life.
That's a good way to start the day.
Just being humiliated. Just like memories I thought I repressed forever. It's like, God. Why do I?
You just wake up and go, no. I want to go back to nightmares. That's crazy. Oh, why? Why? Why do you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been smoking doing the same thing for years.
That's so funny. Yeah, if I did, I would just go back to bed. It just makes me go back to bed. I can't. I can't function in a society.
So AI. I could definitely see AI having it,
dude,
an attitude
for sure. But I also have you ever do you ever go, all right, I just need to lean into this and start using AI?
Yeah,
because I've used it for like a couple things recently, and I'm like, oh, this is.
I just don't want to put in my bank information to use it.
Yeah, no, I don't pay for. I don't.
Oh yeah, what do you use?
I use ChatGPT. I
thought you had to pay.
I don't use it enough. I think if you you can get like one question a day at least. I don't know. I'm so fucking
So it's like
dumb.
a genie in a bottle?
Yeah. I have it on my work computer and I'll just type stuff
doesn't
in.
Sound so evil.
It does. It is. It's so creepy. But at the same time, I don't know.
There's no stopping it now.
Yeah. And it's like maybe it makes shit tight, you know?
I just know that
I'm choosing to believe that.
Like, I'm just saying that I see it on Facebook all the time, and you can kind of tell when it's AI.
Yeah,
certain photos. It's hard to describe, but
yeah, no, I know what you mean. Or
kind of tell,
dude. The ones that are creeping me out is they're making AI videos of like the people on the street videos, the Hawk Tuah type.
Yeah, no, you talked about this.
Did I
on the podcast? Yeah,
fuck.
that's okay.
God.
No,
but that does creep me out.
Yeah.
Because I watched the whole thing and I'm like, this girl's a cunt. And
yeah.
And then you find out
does not even exist.
Yeah, I'm like, that's just
which is, if I'm losing the simulation, if it is a simulation, I'm like, what kind of simulation is this? Because
well, to me,
this fucking blows.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're creating a video game within a video game, dude. Maybe we're already AI.
I'm not. This game. The game is. How
do you know?
Be an 18-year.
Well, it would make sense that we're already a video game because you're like, why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Like, a toddler has the controls for a while.
Oh yeah, really, the only thing I got going on is a beer and a shot after work. That's really it.
Yeah,
and a roof over my head.
And
entertainment.
In another galaxy, they're like, let's see what happens if this guy drinks a beer and a shot after work every day. They go, his life's falling apart.
Yeah.
Dude, because have you ever played a video game and just made your character just suffer?
Yeah.
Like, I've done that. Who's to say whatever's yeah. I'm sorry.
I know you can't see it on camera, but these are not your first pair of mahogany. What is that? Maroon. Yeah. Look at these nice sneakers.
Oh,
did you cramp? Oh, dude, welcome to the cramp club.
Fuck.
Welcome to the cramp club, dude.
Actually, I think these are my first pair of mahogany. I'm trying to think. You might be right.
I think you had a pair of very, very fly.
I got these for
sneakers.
$30.
Oh yeah,
on eBay, dude.
That's
eBay,
really good.
eBay's the shit.
But I'll tell you, one time I almost cried. I have wide feet, so I get calluses all the time. And I went to the Skechers store. I almost cried,
dude,
because all the shit.
I have some
extra wide feet.
I have some shoe recommendations for you for wide feet that'll change your life in terms of running. This company Ultra, Altra. It's they shape their shoes like a foot. See how like most shoes go to a point?
Yeah.
Ultras follow like the shape of a foot.
Yeah.
So when you look down,
as hell.
When you look down, other people can't. They look normal to other people, but when you're looking down, you're like, that's a goofy ass. But they're wide. They like follow.
Yeah.
So they're not like squeezing your foot into a. And that's my running shoes.
Nice.
They're like that, and they're
nice,
sick, dude.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, I always feel pretty good burning through a pair of sneakers.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, because you're like,
I
did something.
Work. Yeah.
But then you're like, I bought these 6 years ago.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. All right. Here,
you want to get into our?
What am I? So I just want to apologize. Well, actually, I'm sure. I should be saying
you're welcome
to our regular fans. I guess you're welcome for a shorter one.
Yeah.
So, but I fumbled, and I forgot to charge the battery. And I think these cameras are so old you can't buy batteries for them anymore.
That makes sense. That sounds right.
But are bad.
Now, why don't we use? Everyone out there is wondering, why don't we use a iPhone? We are technologically worded.
You're like, come over, DM me, I'll give you my address, and you fucking do it in front of me, because I have been trying, and you have to buy fucking shit from Apple, you have to buy shit from your computer to make the transfer, and then guess what? The file's too big.
Yeah.
I don't transfer it.
This is what drives me nuts about technology. Is I'll like look into shit and like work hard on it and still not figure out. And then there's just people we know that are just constantly uploading video. And I'm like, how are you doing this? Why am I having such... There's no way you're sitting down for 6 hours.
No, dude. Everything's a fucking paywall.
It's crazy.
Everything's a fucking paywall.
Dude, I think I'm just bad at... I think I might have talked about this last time, but it happened again. The lawnmower situation with my landlord.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to get the lawnmower again, and he goes, I already started it. It's heated up. All you have to do is when you get it to your house, just pull this. It'll start right away. There's no reason it shouldn't. I go to my house, I pull it, nothing.
He set you up. That was like some shit from a sitcom.
Dude, I literally was standing there just looking at the sky, being like, why me? Why? What did I do?
Why do I have to embarrass myself like this?
Yeah, and like in a city neighborhood, I'm like, there's for sure people looking out their windows just watching me fail. And then I finally got it to start. I mowed my lawn. It starts pouring. So then I run it down the street to my
when it gets all clogged
landlord's.
Up.
No, I just was like, I'm going to stop because it's pouring rain. So I run to my landlord's. He gave me the passcode to his garage to put it in there.
So you broke in.
I put it in. I put it in 3 times. It wouldn't open.
The alarm,
I had the right
the
code.
alarm goes off.
No, so then eventually it opens halfway, then shuts. Then it opens, and he's in there, and he was like, that was weird. It opened halfway, and then it didn't. I go, yeah, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Everything I do doesn't work. I can't do anything.
You can't do anything right?
I typed in the code and pressed enter. He was like, you might have to type it twice. Sometimes it's a little weird. I typed it in like 6 times.
What if he hit you with the, I don't like that?
He could. I mean, he might as well. He was just like, He wasn't like, oh, that's weird. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's a coincidence. He was like, you fucked it up. Like, you did something wrong. I'm like, dude, you gave me 4 numbers. I put those numbers in. What do you want me to do?
You may have really shot yourself in the foot volunteering to mow the... I think you signed yourself
You know what's so funny is when he asked me if I wanted to do it, I thought about saying no because I had these thoughts. I was like, I'm bad at this stuff. And then I go, what am I, a pussy? I'm 34 years old.
Well, I'll tell you something. Anytime I've worked construction... They've asked me to drive the work truck.
Yeah.
And every time they're like, Jesus Christ! What the fuck is the matter with you? It's like, you have a DUI, you can't drive, I have to drive.
Yeah, dude, every job I've ever had.
I've never driven this car before. I'm sticking my foot out all the way because I don't know how to adjust the seat.
Bro,
I can barely touch the brake.
I couldn't relate more. I'm not kidding. I can give you examples. Yeah. Every single job I've had, I've had my boss say, that's never happened in the history of this company. I swear to God, I can give you an example for each and every job I've had. They go, whoa, that's never happened before. And I go, what am I doing?
Dude, I got the buggy cart stuck in the mud twice at one job, dude. I was like, guys, don't make me do this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get stuck.
Like, I'm not lazy.
They're like, you have to drive, bro. You have to do it.
I'm looking out for you guys.
And of course, like clockwork, stuck in the mud. Someone's got to tow me out. I'm standing there like a dickhead,
bro.
Like it's anytime. Oh, and all the time they're like, keep the engine running because the batteries will be fucked. Because they're old as fuck.
Yeah.
All these broke down trucks and vans are like, keep this shitty 1992 fucking Ram.
That's the same with my lawnmower.
Yeah. So keep it running all day. Don't turn the gas off. I'm like, that's how you drive. Yeah. Like when you park something, you turn the engine off. It's not normal to leave the engine running all day.
That's like going to somebody's house and they're like, don't flush.
Yeah.
And you're like, I flush, dude. Flush. When I'm done, it's not up to me. I flush.
Yeah, I'm just here to bang your hot daughter. I'm sorry for flushing the toilet, all right?
Dude, at my uncle's house, they're like, we don't have a sump pump. You cannot flush. And then I'm just like, I'm flushing while I'm peeing.
Yeah.
You're
you're holding the handle down while you're peeing at the same time. Like, let's go.
No, I think he said you got to flush weird. You got to do something different. Yeah,
He's just getting blasted with your piss water. Like, oh, fuck.
Oh, dude. I could talk about this for hours because every job I've had.
He's in the basement trying to find some Christmas decorations. And I was just a bunch of water, like a fucking...
Just asparagus piss all over.
Sean!
Smells like wet socks. Oh.
That's hilarious. This is a good action-packed episode.
Yeah, that was
so far
small but mighty.
Yes. What am I looking forward to? I don't know. I guess smoking a joint later. I don't fucking know.
That's good enough, dude.
Something I need to improve on. Remembering to not make mistakes. But in my defense, I just assumed it was... I was like, surely it's been so long since we recorded last, and I charged the battery.
Yeah. No, so, I don't blame you, dude.
And then something I'm looking I guess that's it. Yeah.
Something I'm looking forward to. I'm going to my cousin who I haven't seen in like a year. I'm going to a barbecue with him. We're making steak and lobster. I'm very excited about that.
That sounds pretty good.
Something I need to improve on. There's just too much to explain. Just overall competency, I would say. And what's the last one?
Grateful for.
Something I'm grateful for. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is tough. You're supposed to. Apparently, being grateful is the best thing you can do for your mental health. And it's so hard for me to do it.
You know what? I'm grateful for my treadmill. That's what I'm going to say. We got handed a treadmill, and it's changed my life because I can. Anytime I feel like shit, I just go, I guess I'll just run on this. And then I feel better afterwards.
It's good thing you don't live on the second floor. Can you imagine?
Oh,
boom,
dude.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's crazy. And I lucked out so much because we have like that porch area that's like, it's closed in, but it's like cement ground. So I run out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna move and then be fat as hell again.
Oh yeah, dude. When you said it, for movers and stuff.
Oh no, we're gonna sell that shit.
Oh yeah.
Probably before we move, because I'm not gonna hire movers to break down a treadmill and then I have to put it back together, or like somebody has to put it back together. No way.
Oh yeah.
I'll run in the Austin heat.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, hopefully you can get a place with a pool.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, we nailed it.
Yeah, we did good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We got big plans for the future, but this is just how we do it, man. This is our style. We just chop it up.
You just heard how incompetent we are at every aspect.
We can't even do this podcast.
I can't run a mower. You think I'm going to get a podcast put together?
Yeah, I'm going to buy like a super editing computer rig.
Yeah, literally it's this. Yeah. That's the only button on the whole thing.
When I did community service, I didn't know how to use the weed whacker, and the fucking prison guard showed me how to use it. He did what your landlord did. He took it out of my hands and like did some.
Isn't that the most infuriating thing? You're like, I did that. That's exactly what I did. Why is it working?
Yeah. Well,
God.
Yeah. Yeah. They clowned me like I was like some dumb. I guess I was like I didn't have facial hair yet. I was just like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. What can you do?
All right. We love you guys.